everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we are reviewing F1 starring Brad Pitt, Kerry Condon, and Javier Bardem, and directed by Joseph Kosinski. Joseph Kosinski, as we all know, directed Top Gun: Maverick, which was a critical and financial success. If anything, Kosinski has shown that he knows how to make the most of his starring role actors in movies like these. He did a good job directing Tom Cruise in Maverick, and he does it again here with Brad Pitt in F1. F1 drives into the summer season with Brad Pitt taking control of the wheel in the pole position as the grizzled veteran Sonny Hayes, a race car driver who comes out of retirement to coach and team up with the rookie Joshua Pierce, played by Damson Idris. Light spoilers follow, but nonetheless spoilers, so if you're sensitive to that sort of thing, don't watch any further. You have been warned. When friend and former race car driver rival Ruben, played by an excellent Javier Bardem, arrives on the scene to pluck the old road warrior out of retirement to jumpstart his failing team Apex, Hayes sees an opportunity to get one more chance at becoming an F1 champion after suffering a career-ending crash back when he was a young up-and-coming racing prodigy. Of course, tempers flare, and egos erupt when he bumps heads with the new rookie, star-in-the-making Joshua Pierce.
My Rook is a phenomenal talent, but he's young.
Ruben hopes Hayes can impart some wisdom to Pierce and get him on the right track. No pun intended. Things, of course, don't work out as planned. Hayes sees Pierce as unfocused on racing and too consumed by being liked by the social media. Pierce sees Hayes as an old has-been who thinks he can just walk onto the team and run things in his way, never listening to anyone else's input.
They're saying Sonny Hayes isn't a has-been. He's a never was.
On the racetrack, this ends up translating into disaster for the team because the two men cannot work together.
There's this new guy. He's old. He's such a prick. He's quick though.
Some may think that Brad Pitt is a big dick in this movie, and while there are aspects of him that are dickish, I think that who wouldn't be a dick with the past he has? His career ends early because of a car crash during a race that leaves him huddling on the racetrack, broken physically and emotionally. He has several doomed relationships, and he tries his hand at being a gambler and fails at that. He feels his time as a race car driver, something he loves more than anything, is severely limited due to his age. What's more, the media won't let him escape all his failures, which leaves him bitter.
They see a guy who lives in a van, a gambling junkie who missed his shot, the best that never was.
I can see why the man is the way he is, so it does fit for his character. It's called being a flawed hero, so it's normal for me to sometimes not like Sonny Hayes. He is a man you're supposed to hate. However, he still exudes a charm in this role in which he confides in his love interest, Kate, played by Kerry Condon, that he's just chasing that high, similar to flying, that he only gets when racing. Kerry Condon is the car engineer and peacemaker of the bunch who tries to get him and Pierce to work together via an impromptu rendezvous, which is hilarious.
Is any constructive criticism for each other? What would it be?
Don't be such an awesome dickhead.
That was constructive. Wow.
It is fun watching them trade harsh words during a card game of Texas Hold'em. In the end, they learn to work together because they find out they have things in common. F1, though, is strongest when it's set on the racetrack, which is good because if that weren't the case, the movie would not be as great as it is. How good is F1? Pretty damn good, especially when race cars are involved. Good thing there's a lot of racing in this movie. Personal drama can only get you so far. F1 has got the goods when the races go down. You feel the speed of the cars and you feel the turns accentuated with quick, precise braking in the corners. You are in the race car as those inevitable accidents happen, and yes, there are quite a few in F1. The action is easy to follow even when you hear the pit crew talk about the intricacies of racing. The movie never gets too convoluted in its own inherent complexity, which is good because it leaves room for the fun stuff, like the driving and the strategies that Sonny Hayes uses in the beginning to help his fellow race car driver against the Ferraris and Mercedes teams. Just know you'll learn a lot about the importance of tire conditions and the timing of pit stops and how a red flag can help you win a race. There are the tropes of the old Maverick driver out to win one more before he retreats into obscurity, or in this case, into Baja racing. And then there are the tropes of the young hot-to-trot driver out to make a name for himself against all odds. It's all been done before, but not in this way. The soundtrack will get you pumped up, but it's the racing that is the star here. The cinematography and camera work are in a class all its own, and that's why I enjoyed F1 as much as I did. Everything that goes with it, like the performances by the actors, is just icing on the cake, and when you think you've had enough of cake, the movie knows when to not overstay its welcome, even if it does clock in at 2 hours and 35 minutes. F1 is well worth your time and money, and you should try to see it in an IMAX. I'm giving F1 an 8 out of 10. What did you think of F1? What is your all-time favorite racing movie? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and I will see you the next time when we venture into the void.